Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Marley, second year med student. If you're new here, welcome. Hi. I'm really excited because today we get to do another one of those Google's most searched things with one of these boards. I've done another video like this like last month. This one's bigger and better. This one actually has like stickies. You get to like peel it off. It's gonna be fun. And so for the previous video like this, we did a different like STEM. This one for today, the STEM is do medical students blank. And this is fun because it's really candid. Like I just read them. I haven't read these. I don't know what's behind the blanks. So it's just like the anticipation of like, oh, what's next? Hope you can see this okay. I should probably just keep it here, right? All right, let's go. Let's wing it. First question. Do medical students, this one's wait unnecessarily long for this tiny little thing. Do med students get paid? Oh, that's cute. I wish we got paid. Holy crap. We pay way too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. I think I talked about this in the last one. Like the average med school tuition in the United States is like $55,000 a year. So no, we pay. We don't get paid. The only way you like get paid is if you happen to be one of those people who can handle having a job while in med school, or if you like have a trust fund, right? Yeah, you don't get paid for as a med student. We foot all the bills. I feel like I vented about that one enough. Let's move on. Do medical students, oh shoot, this one's tighter on, oh come on, nails. Oh, I got it. Get summers off. Kind of. Depends on who you ask. For example, I pretty much 100% took my summer off between M1 and M2 year. Okay, I shouldn't say I took out 100% off because I still like did some review of previous information so that I didn't like forget all of it over the summer. So I took it like 90% off. A lot of people I know didn't. They did like internships. Some people were like hardcore research the entire time. For my school, you get your summer between M1 and M2 year off to do what you want, whether that's research and you want to like fill it up, or if you just want to like party and vacation the whole time, up to you. Whereas the rest of your summers between second, third, and third and fourth, no, you don't get them off. You're doing rotations and you're getting ready to interview or do your residency applications or like doing away rotations, stuff like that. So you don't really get a dedicated summer off after this for our school. But I know other places don't get summers at all. Like if you're in a 3-year MD program, an accelerated program, you don't get summers usually, at least not that I'm aware of. If I'm wrong and someone's in a 3-year MD program and you still get summers, first of all, why am I not there? But like, yeah. And then I know other places where you kind of get a little bit of a summer every year. Not a ton, maybe just, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but like they do get a little bit. It definitely depends on where you go and what program you're in. Okay, next. Do medical students, wow, these are on freaking tight. Get paid for residency. Oh, okay. So here, we'll play off that first one. In residency, yes, you do get paid. Also in residency, I don't know why why am I pointing with this? Yes, in residency, you do get paid, but remember, in residency, you are working so much. And I know, can you take me seriously like this? I think the average is like $60,000 this time. Okay, this is uncomfortable. I like can't even move my upper lip with that on. Put that down. As a resident, you're generally working crazy hours, like a lot of freaking hours. You're making $60,000 a year-ish, but for the amount of hours that you're working, it doesn't turn out to be that much per hour. Residents are essentially cheap labor for hospitals. Short answer is yes, you do get paid for residency. Okay, next one. Gosh, these are getting harder and harder. Okay, or maybe I'm just getting worse at it. Do med students qualify for food stamps? We should. Gosh, I don't know the answer to that question, and now I'm kind of curious. Hold that thought. Literally gonna go Google this right now.
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, I just found something on Reddit. Reliable, always, right? Okay, actually this might be. Apparently this 4th-year med student said that they're an eligibility worker for food stamps and Medicaid as a gap year. They had that as a gap year job. And so they said, if you are a student of higher education enrolled in at least half-time and between the ages of 18 and 49, typically, you would not qualify for food stamps since the FAFSA is intended to help you already, okay? But, they say there are exceptions. If you're already under a Title 4A program, take part in a work-study program, work at least 20 hours a week, are taking care of a dependent household member under 6, or taking care of a dependent household member between 6 and 12, and do not have the means to provide them adequate childcare, you will qualify given you are below the income threshold of 130% of the federal poverty level for your household size. Wow, could they create any more hoops to jump through for this? Good Gandhi. Okay, sorry. They finish up by saying, of course, there might be differences to the rules depending on which state or county you live in, but what I wrote above is straight from the federal guidelines. Wow, that's a lot of like different boxes that you have to check to be able to do that. That's too much. Here, toss that. All right, well, you already have to jump through a million hoops to be in med school and get through med school anyway. We don't need to pile more hoops onto ourselves. So I'm gonna say generally, usually, no, we don't qualify for food stamps unless you're one of those special people and you have the energy to jump through more hoops. All right, moving on, next question. Do medical students get paid during rotation specifically? Okay, no. Same answer as this first one. We do not. For those of you who are kind of like, what are rotations versus residency versus, it's just a lot of terms. Rotation is medical students hanging out with and learning as much, soaking up as much as they can about that specialty that they are rotating with. And there are some that are mandatory to be able to like graduate from med school, like your core rotations, we call them. That's like general surgery, family, pediatrics. Rotations for me and my school start in your third year, and you do your rotations on the wards in the hospitals with different specialties in third and fourth year. So you're basically like assigned to the general surgery department for 6 weeks, or to the family medicine department for 6 weeks, or you can do like an elective rotation for 2 weeks in interventional radiology. And then they're like, okay, let's set that up. And then you can go and hang out with interventional radiology for 2 weeks. And that's a 2-week rotation. We are exploring the different specialties that are out there, trying to decide which one that we want to go into and apply for residency. The average med student is going to walk in there and be like, I have no idea what's going on. You're just kind of trying to be helpful, but also stay out of people's way, So we're not like working. We're still in med school. We're still paying to be there. It's not until residency that we actually start getting paid and are qualified to like work in the hospital. I hope that makes sense. Next question. Do medical students have NPI numbers? What the frick are NPI numbers? Frick, I have to Google this one too. Be right back. Oh, okay, wait. I know I have heard about this before. A national provider number. Okay, so it says here, a unique identification number for covered healthcare provider. It's like this 10-digit number for all people and like organizations who meet the definition of healthcare provider. Given the fact that med students are not providers, we are still very much obviously students. We are not qualified yet. We don't have a degree. We're not qualified to go and work in the hospital. As providers, I would say no. We don't have NPI numbers. If I have an NPI number, I don't know about it. I'm pretty sure we would probably get one when we become residents, because that's when we would be able to actually be working, providing care. And if anyone else knows more about this, please let me know, comment or something, correct me if I'm wrong here. Okay, next question. Here we go. Do med students wear scrubs? Oh yeah, 100% we do. Yes. We love scrubs. Scrubs are the best. They're comfortable, they're functional, they make us feel like we're actually in medical school, but rather than in our pajamas on our couch doing Zoom classes all day. Yeah, we love them. But yeah, in a lot of clinical situations, if we're ever like practicing clinical skills, if we're going into the hospital, we'll often wear scrubs. Okay, next one. Oh my gosh, it's like impossible. Holy Moses, you guys are throwing me some curveballs. I've had to like Google stuff, man. But do med students have to perform abortions? Who was asking this? Like, bro, we can't perform jack squat as med students. Like, we are literally like not allowed for the most part, like to do anything. So what on earth would make people think that we would be performing abortions? Honestly, I don't know what y'all are thinking. Like, yeah, that's a no. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Next. Okay. Oh gosh, it's like, man, we've been getting heavier and heavier as we've gone down this list. Here we go, lighten it up. Do med students have free time? Yeah, yes, kind of. Not a ton, but more than I expected. Depends on the block and where you're at. For example, the week before an exam, you won't catch me hardly leaving my house. Like, I'm studying super hard all the time. But like other times, I'm able to like go to concerts, go camping, explore the state. It is kind of what you make it. Like, some people say that like, oh no, you really don't have any free time. That's what people told me before I went into med school. They're like, oh yeah, just brace yourself. You're not gonna be doing anything besides studying and like, if you're lucky, sleeping a little. And I was like, okay. And then got here and realized that actually it's bad. I mean, it's hard. If you prioritize things correctly and you manage your time well, yeah, you can definitely have free time. And if this is any indication, I'm able to make these videos. It takes time to make and edit these, and I have that much time every week to be able to do that consistently. Obviously, I prioritize this because I think it's really important to reach out to premeds and, try to be a relatable resource for medical students. But this is fun. It gives my brain a break. It's helpful for my mental health. But yeah, you can prioritize your free time and make sure that you have some. So premeds, if you've heard that you will not have a life in med school, that's not true. You can make your life how you want it to be in med school. Okay, wow. Alrighty, final question. What are we gonna get? If I can get it off. Okay, do medical students get drug tested? I can't remember if I got drug tested. I don't think I had to pee in a cup. I don't think we had to get drug tested. They just like the regular immunization stuff, your basic health records. I don't know about other places though. So other places may require drug testing. That's all I have to say about that one, I think. Short and easy. And with that, I think we'll end off and I'll toss this. Ding. You guys, I love doing these. If you find them helpful and, going through all these questions like this, let me know and I can keep doing similar stuff like this in the future. Or if you have other suggestions, feel free to comment, DM me. I love hearing from you guys and getting suggestions. It's my favorite. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day and catch you next week.